Late per usual, but I'm here. Hello. What more would you expect? Let me kindly just fix you there. Okay. Be comfy. Thank you for joining me. It's so good to see your faces. Come on, up on. Nope, it's not gonna work. Sorry. Hmm, that should be good. Close enough. Hello. How you doing? Hope you're all well. Thank you for joining me. Okay. So, just wanted you guys to know, first off, that I just took a DNA test and it turns out that I'm 100% this bitch. Okay? And now we're about to learn from the greatest. And by the greatest, I mean me. But also, oh yeah, I meant Lizzo is going to teach me how to embrace my inner big girl. Okay? Because I'm identifying as tree trunk thighs. I'm identifying as burger, double whopper, and a french fry. Like, I'm identifying as a large shake, okay? I'm not even kidding. So, disclaimer right quick. Some people just carry more weight because of health conditions. This is true, okay? We know this. Second, I am not a hater. I'm a lover, and I care. And I have genuine concern for her well-being, okay? I know, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, this is going to be fun. So you picked a really good one. And I'm sorry that no one's had Lizzo's back sooner. I really feel for them. I really do. I'm sorry that no one has lovingly come to you and been like, girl, let's talk, okay? I think Lizzo has talent. I think that they have personality. And I think they can make it without being the butt of the joke. And y'all know what I mean, okay? We'll get there. We'll get there, okay? Yeah, I just don't get it. There's nothing wrong, with being a part of the joke, but you don't have to be the butt of the joke all the time. So, just know this, okay? Not everyone that speaks on this is a hater, because I'm a lover. Not everyone is jealous, okay? Like, some people genuinely just want people to be healthy. And I know that, like, blows people's minds. So here's the thing. I, too, have struggled with my size and body image, but I have grown to love myself, and I'm healthier than ever. And I've been working out. I go to the gym 3 times a week, and it's good for me. That's what works for me, right? So I get it. I get that when people approach you about your weight, it can be hurtful, right? Because I've been there. I've had people, like strangers, come up to me and talk to me about my weight. It's like, wow, okay. You know? So when you're feeling personally attacked, maybe just try not to take it so personally, because maybe it's coming from a good place, you know? Sorry, my eyeball was really itchy there. I don't need any, like, body detectives to be like, she itched her eye, she must be lying. No, my eye, there was a hair, so please, like. And I care. So I just want everyone to understand where this is coming from. It's not a place of, like, anger. Hey, I'm not a hater, none of this. Okay, I actually care. That's first and foremost. There's that, okay? And if you didn't know, I'm also on Twitch, Dame Daisy Plays. I'm on TikTok, Mod Maggie Art, as well as Twitter, Insta, Snap, and Facebook. I'm on all of these places. Mostly I'm on YouTube and Insta and Twitch. Those are, like, the main 3, but then you can check me out anywhere else if you so choose. It's always in the description, so check that out. Thank you so much to my members, because you are the core that makes this train roll. I couldn't do it without you. And welcome to your very own deprogramming session. I appreciate you all. Oh, thank you. The outfit today is per usual. The thing is like, people are so used to the elf ears now. Like, when my cousin was introducing me to a friend, they were like telling this person about me, and they were like, oh, she's pretty cool. She'll probably, like, show up in some elf ears or something. Or, like, straight up cosplay, and it's like, damn, that's true. Rough. Way to, like rip me one, but, like, true though. That's true though. I do walk around with these elf ears, like, on the regular. So I found that pretty funny. I love that that's how people think of me. They're like, she's pretty cool. She might show up in some elf ears. That's awesome. That's a really good way to explain who I am. I love that. Love that. Love that for me. I do. Okay, so Lizzo recently came out and was like, "You guys, big is not my brand, but Lizzo, it is your identity." And that's okay, girl. I'm working on identifying as thick thighs, like I said. I'm working on identifying as two burgers and a shake. I'm trying. I'm trying, y'all. I want them tree trunk thighs. I'm working towards it, okay? But I also focus a lot on upper body strength because I want to do aerial like acrobatics. Like I want to spin from a freaking I don't know why. This is what comes into my head, but I really would love to do that kind of stuff, like aerial, um, things like that. I just really love it. I think it's beautiful. I think the silks are amazing. I think that that's like, it just takes a lot of patience and strength and talent, and I want to be able to do that, right? Like, that's a goal of mine. And I'm legit looking at, like, hopefully getting a set of you can get them online, like a set of the trapeze stuff where you can practice. And I think I have enough upper body strength now where I could probably do a good bit of it. But anyways, let's get back to it. Yeah, I think Lizzo does identify as a big girl, and it's like, girl, it doesn't have to be your whole identity. You can't go around like complaining that people are calling you a big girl when you literally are coming out with a show called Look Out for the Big Girls, okay? Like, I feel like that's a trap, right? So if we're like, oh, this show, Look Out for the Big Girls, they'll be like, oh my gosh, you called us big girls, and it's like, but it's the title of the show. Is this? I feel like it's a trap. I feel like it's a trap so they can whine and complain. Because you know how who else does this? Besides a lot of people like Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Lil Nas X. They have to have that victim mentality to get sales. They have to have that victim storyline to get attention, and that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate that you have to like rely on that. You know, because I want people to obviously know this is it's never about anyone's race, creed, or color or gender ever. Okay, so don't come at me like, oh my goodness, it's about this or that. Nope, sure isn't. It's about health. It's about being healthy and actually caring for yourself. Because this is someone that like preaches self love. But if you had self love, wouldn't you care for your body? Like, isn't that a part of self love? Just a thought. Like, I know this is like radical mindset right now. Okay, I know this is pretty wild these days to be like, oh, go to the gym. Disgusting. How could she say this? What do you mean? What do you mean work out with your body? What do you mean? What does this mean? What is working out, right? What is that? Nobody knows. Nobody knows anymore. I don't care about one size, race, creed, or color, or gender because as long as you're a good person, that's all that matters. It's none of my business. None of my business, right? So I'm glad that many people started to address this with Lizzo. I'm glad that many people are like trying to lovingly critique things about Lizzo so that they can hopefully do something to better their life, right? Because it's a given, but the more you take care of yourself, the healthier you are, the longer you're likely to live. And believe it or not, like people want you to live. Like they do. They want you to live. Like they want you to live life to the fullest extent. But how can you do that? How can you do that if you aren't able, you know? I could not imagine being to the point where I couldn't ride a certain ride because of my weight or I couldn't do a certain thing because of my weight. Like I mean, I can ride on like children's four-wheelers because of my weight. But that's besides the point. Sorry for making jokes. Good golly. Too soon. Yeah, I just don't want her to have to be the gut or the butt of the joke. I just, like, you shouldn't have to do that to yourself to get uh, the fame or attention that you seek, right? By the way, please hit the like. It means so much, and it's free. And I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate being here with you guys because it makes my heart happy. So, as I stated, many celebrities have to play this victim card of like, oh my goodness, woe is me, boo-hoo, right? To get their sales up, to do whatever, right? And I do feel bad. It's like, man, you could be the hero. Like, you could. I know that's like, whoa, whoa. Logic, right? Whoa. But no, you could. It's a choice, right? Like, at some point, that is a choice. And I'm not saying, oh my goodness, like, you get what I'm saying. I'm not even going to go off on a tangent about that. But think about it. Taylor Swift, Lil Nas X, Katy Perry, Rihanna, all these people and more have made their identity a certain thing. For Taylor Swift, it's, oh, I'm always broken up with, oh, these boys. They're never good boys. Oh, everybody cheats. Oh, I'm in pain. Now I'm the anti-hero. Okay, Taylor, you're so cute. So cute. So adorable. It's like a chihuahua getting angry. You're like, okay. Also, Katy Perry, it's like, okay. And just think about this. A lot of people in Hollywood who go into Hollywood overweight, they either leave in unhealthy ways or what happens? I know you know. They get skinny or they get healthier. And sometimes, as I stated, there's health conditions, there's underlying conditions, right, that can cause someone to be a bit thicker. And I'm not one to judge about that, okay? Life happens, things happen. But we know that there is some ability of control. I know, right? What if she did wear a fat suit? I would be blown it away. I hope it is a fat suit for her sake. I really do. Because I want people to be healthy. And it's brave to, like, speak on what you've been through. But it's unhealthy as, being obese is unhealthy to make it your identity, right? It's not good. So we think about, like, Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, all of these funny, chubby people, right? What happened? They lost weight. Adele, remember when Adele was like starting to look as though she was the token heavier set woman in Hollywood or in the music industry, and everybody was like, yes, Adele, you're a big girl, she can sing, oh my goodness, this big girl can sing. And it's like, why can't we just appreciate her voice? Like, why does everybody have to even be like, oh, she's a big girl, wow, like, can you please let her talent shine? Like, geez Louise. And Lizzo could do the same thing, but she has to be like, I'm a big girl. And it's like, okay, like, cool beans. Like, we know. And the show is called Look Out for the Big Girls. It's like, you don't have to look out for them. Everybody can see where the big girls are at, okay? And I'm not even trying to be rude. Y'all know, I've been through my own ish. Who am I as a tiny little French fry to say anything? It's just curious, right? So you see people like Jonah Hill. I swear I have like a piece of hair in this eye and it just won't. Okay, I don't wish shame or pain on anyone, by the way. I just wish some people would have some humility, right? Lizzo is calling for clean air, by the way. At her last concert, she was like, we need clean air. Yeah, yeah, we do. That's like a Legally Blonde moment. That was amazing. Like, yeah, we need clean air. We also need toilet paper in the bathroom. I don't know. What, like, what? Ma'am. I'm gonna let it go. Okay? Her and Little Nas X feel like they're the ones that get used the most to me. And that's just to me, right? Don't forget, hit the like, it's free. And I'm gonna keep saying it because I don't sit here and beg for your money. Only for the iPad, which you guys were amazing with helping out with. And I can't even believe that we got to $200. I'm so amazed. Like, I just, thank you. Thank you again. But anywho, okay. I don't know. Maybe it's not abuse, right? If somebody is concerned. Like, it's not someone that's hateful or rude or anything. That's not someone trying to harm you or belittle you. That's like someone caring. And people will turn it around and call it ABUSE, right? And it's like, no, no, right? And there was that whole situation where they were at that basketball game, and I believe it was like the front of her shirt and the back of the shirt was cut out, so it was like her stomach and her butt, and it was like a family event, and there was children there, and they started twerking, and it was like, girl, like, see, do you not see how this looks? Do you not see this? Oh, thank you. So very much. You guys are amazing. I so appreciate that. Always take care of yourselves and your families first. You know that, okay? But I can't even believe that you guys, I don't ever expect anything. Like, I know times are hard. So when you do, it means that much more. So please just know that. And twerking at this event, right? Twerking. And it's like, why though? Like, you could have wore pants and done the same thing. You could have wore an actual shirt and done the same thing. But no, you have to emphasize the belly and the booty. And it's like, go off though. Maybe wear some booty shorts. Maybe wear a crop top. Crop top, really? But no, you wore a shirt that was cut out in your belly area. And you said that's not a joke? You said that's not to be the butt of the joke? Really though? I can't go any higher. Like, what? Huh? It's weird to me. The whole thing was weird. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you shaking your bare bottom in front of this whole arena? Like, first of all, the cojones on this one, right? The cojones. You must have been paid a good penny for that. Because I tell you what, somebody would have to pay me a large amount for me to even, like, be wearing a shirt like this. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. So there was this event, right? And next thing I know, I caught the king starting to shake his backside. And I was like, what are you doing? Where did this come from? Oh, like football. Wait, no. And he said it's because of a Lizzo song and somebody at school. And it's like, we're taking swing lessons. You want to dance? Awesome. Let's dance. Interpretive dance. Awesome. Let's do it. But oh, no. No son of mine. I was like, what is happening? Why? Why? What? No 7-year-old should be shaking their backside like this. No. Nope. Nope. Shut it down. No. Right? And that's because of people like who? Lizzo. Because you're the influence, boo-boo. You are the influence. Like, they can be like, I'm not trying to, inspire anybody to be like anything. Yes, you are, though. Yes, you are. And that's okay. Like, be honest about it, though. Be honest about it, though. You made a show. You made a show called Watch Out for the Big Girls. Okay? That's like, can we say it for what it is? You're profiting on it. You're making it your identity. And then you complain when people are like, this is her identity. She's like, oh, you fat shaming sons of blah, 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 blah. All these words so quick to fly out your mouth hole. Do you know what that means? That's a bad sign, y'all. If this is like waiting on your tongue to fly out to say to someone, it's no bueno. That shows that you're the one with the problem, okay? Just a thought. By the way, this is the painting of the day. It is some fur creature. I sold one of the tapestries I did called the Jingle Monster. I loved that one, by the way. I did a couple that were like, I need to do more tapestries and such. Yeah, so it's definitely their identity. And often, like I said, people have pointed out my weight, okay? Do you think that I'm sitting here on YouTube and people haven't been like, skinny? No, people have done it. Like, they do it. Or, the people, if they even sniff a little bit of self-doubt or fear about something, they'll be like, like they will attack that thing. They'll be like, and latch onto it like a wild rabid beast, right? So you can't show that type of weakness. Like, you think I care what other people think about my body size or weight? No. That's the thing. I don't. You want to know why? Because I talked to my doctor. I'm working with my doctor. He says I'm healthy. I'm going to the gym 3 times a week. I'm eating the amount I should. No concern then, right? I'm good. Like, the self-care is happening to the point where it doesn't matter to me what other people think. That's a good thing. You shouldn't worry about what others think, right? And that's sad. I feel bad when people do because I get it. I've been there. I remember, thinking, oh my gosh, what will people think of this? And it's so freeing. It's so freeing, I promise you this. To be like, who cares? Who cares what they think? Like, who cares? What does it change? What does it matter? The answer is it doesn't change anything and it doesn't matter, okay? Because people are going to talk all the time anyways. They talk. That's what people do. It's going to happen. So who cares? And if you haven't already, please do hit the like. It's free. And it's the only thing I'll ever beg you for. Is the free stuff, okay? Yeah, I just do my best to learn from the best and grow. I'm trying to understand this big girl mentality. I'm trying to understand this big girl state of mind. I want it. I'm trying. I'm eating the cakes, okay? I'm eating French fries and breads and pasta all the time. But listen, in all seriousness, it's not something children should idolize. It's not something we should promote. And it's not something that people should just ignore. Okay? It's not something like you cannot sit there and just think that the people that care about you are not going to say something, right? Like, or you would hope that they would say something. I would hope somebody loves you enough, you know, to be like, And she in her new what is it called? Look Out for the Big Girls or whatever. There in the trailer, she says, "You there's no standard of beauty. You don't have to be white and skinny." Like, okay, again, this is a moment where I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what you think. That's what she thinks. She really thinks that that's the standard of beauty. Why? That's a you thing, boo boo. That's a you thing. That is absolutely not the standard of beauty. To be just white and skinny and that's it. And everybody will love you and everything's just accepted and you can get away with everything. This is not true. Like, the genuine bottom line is just being a decent human being. Okay? Like, why? People are way too obsessed with the appearance of one another, right? Like, why? I don't get it. I will literally walk outside in a burlap sack and I'll be solid. That's the point where I'm at, okay? I made hobo fashion a thing. Mom, hobo fashion, okay? That's how much. It's like, I don't believe in these beauty standards. I won't promote these beauty standards. Yes, I love makeup because I'm an artist, so of course I'm gonna do some makeup. Are you serious, Finley? Are you serious? You are. Really, Finley? I'm not letting you in until you answer me. This cat. I'm gonna have to grab him real quick. You guys know. You already know. I have to grab the kitty real quick. And for those of you who are like, she interrupted us again with kitty. I can't help it. He's kitty. Okay? It's not my fault he's so cute. Come here. Come on. Yes. I know. You see the camera. Look at you straight to the chair this time. You're funny. You're funny. He's already purring. See, he loves you guys too. Finny loves you guys too, so I appreciate you just hanging out, sticking around for Finny's, because he's a good boy. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, not something we should idolize, not something we should promote. And did you know, back in the day, television and everything, they actually promoted health? That's true. And there was even this thing called the Day of Play. Do you guys remember that? The Day of Play? I do. Because I was growing up during that time, right? It's when the TV channel would like turn off and you wouldn't have TV all day on all the cartoon channels. Why? Because they wanted children to go outside and play. Why? Because it promotes good health. Why? Because that promotes a better society. Why? Because we all take better care of each other when we take care of our dang selves. Math is math. And it ain't hard, okay? It's just facts. Like, facts on facts, okay? I'm not here to be like, oh my goodness, boo-hoo, she's a thick girl and that offends. No. There's so many thick women. Y'all. Miss me with that, okay? Miss me with that. I just think it's a weak argument to be like, they just don't like me. That's not it, okay? This should not be pushed. It should not be idolized. Yes, you should love yourself for yourself. But part of that self-love is caring for yourself, as I stated. It isn't about asking... Sorry, I lost my place for a second there. Okay, it's not about people... It's not about forcing people to love you as a bigger woman, like, da-da-da, for who you are. It's about loving yourself for who you are, okay? It's not about begging anyone to understand why bigness matters. No, it's like understand why you still care and love yourself and why you're worthy of the freaking attention that you get, or, you know. And the thing is, Lizzo does have a couple, like, bangers, not gonna lie. Like, I can vibe to some of this ish. Like, a couple of the songs, I was like, boo, 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 doo, 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 doo. Get you out of my hair, right? Like, okay, like, yeah, good stuff, right? But you just don't have to make it your identity. It's like when someone makes their, oh man, never mind. Just shush. I won't go there. Whoa, too soon, too early. I know I don't even have to explain. I know you know. Okay, it's about just being a caring human being, okay? And to live a fulfilled life, okay? Because if you're unhealthy, you cannot enjoy life to the fullest. It's just a fact. You have to suffer through life, and nobody wants you to suffer, and that's part of it. And what is scarier? A very traumatizing, painful existence and like the way you leave this world, or taking care of yourself well enough to hope that you just go in your sleep. Please, Lord. You'll know. That's what I'm hoping for. So, and also, you can't just silence people by name calling. This needs to stop. This needs to stop. People being too sensitive or like telling people you're this and that. Why are people so afraid, for one, of being like called a name? Why are people so afraid of people saying something that they are not, right? Because if you know you're not something, then you don't think about it. You don't waste time on it. It doesn't dwell in your heart or your head or your soul. It doesn't leave any dirty scars or marks on you. It's like, meh, rolls off your back like a duck, right? Just like that. You don't even think twice. You're like, it's fine. Just thinking. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you have any celebs that you love that are like considered bigger, that make it their identity? I think of like Chris Farley, but I mean, I think that if he had gotten healthy, he would have lost the weight in time. Like, genuinely. I don't know. Just don't be afraid of people telling you you're something you're not. That's silly. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe it's like, I think because of the way my brain is wired, it just cuts through the BS a lot of the time. And my brain just doesn't comprehend how everybody else doesn't just come through the BS. And it's like, why don't they see this? Why do they not see this? Oh, because they're still going through the fat. Okay? That's why. And it's like, again, people that are already having this on the tip of their tongues, people that are already saying this out their mouths, like it's ready to go, to call someone some type of word that might be hurtful or offensive or whatever it may be, right? That's the real problem right there, okay? They're the ones with the actual issue, because you're not sitting there thinking twice about it, and they're like, racist, racist. And it's like, no. What? Huh? Who? Bitch, who? Where? Where? Point them out. Because, okay, not appropriate. Where? You know that's not you. So, people of all race, creeds, or colors, yes, I do believe, can be the racist. But that's not what this is, okay? And I don't know. I just feel like it is, like you're saying, you're not directly encouraging this, but you are though. But you are though, and that's the problem, okay? It's not, oh, people don't like you for you. Oh, they don't see you for your talent. They do. They're frustrated because you could be reaching your full potential. Why do you think Adele got healthy? Do you think that she just wanted to be a thick girl for life? Like, and she probably wanted to be healthy. And then, what did she do? She found purpose in her life to fight for better health. And I know that's like, again, mind-blowing, simple math here, but you know, I guess maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like something on her insides that are hurting that causes them to have these outlashes where they're freaking out on people or saying certain things, because then articles get written saying that this is why the internet is fatphobic or whatever else. And it's like, no, they just don't want to see her curdle over. Simple. Like, they would just want her to live. They just want her to be around. Like, they just want her to do what she's doing, but be healthy about it. How is that so offensive? How is that so offensive to wish someone health and happiness? These days, though, you know, you better not. You better not. You better not tell someone you want them to be healthy or happy. You better not. What are you, some kind of jerk? What are you, some kind of offensive, rude person? What, do you want to hurt somebody's feelings? How dare you? How dare you care for yourself and others? How dare you? Disgusting. I've never seen such a thing. I just think that if you have self-love, again, you wouldn't worry about those things. You wouldn't even think twice. You wouldn't make Big Girl a brand or an identity. But you guys, she is out here. Finn, really? Hey, really? Finn, why does he do this? Why? The motorcyclist, Finny, it's like I have to pick a different room. Please don't sniff my foot. He's a little on edge today. Well, I'm going to tattle on him, okay? Normally I wouldn't tattle, but this is a tattle moment. Please hit the like if you haven't already. Finley got into his catnip last night, and he ripped the whole bag open, y'all. And it was all over the floor, and I was like, whoa, what happened? And what were you doing? He was rolling in it. Yes, you were. I would do the same thing. So I cannot blame Finny for what he did. He is just a kitty after all. He's just the most sweetest kitty ever after all. But how ruthless is that, y'all? He's a savage. Savage cat. He's like, yeah, I did that. You did that. Look at his wonky eyeball. It's okay, Finny. We love you and your wonky eyeball. See? They love you. He's purring. Okay. Let's move along because y'all know you got to get about your day. And by the way, I do think that we were some of the first to be like, hey, Lizzo, you don't have to be the butt of the joke, by the way. Not to be like I was the first, because obviously I wasn't, but I was one of the first to be like, this doesn't have to be so. Like, you don't have to accept that. Can you please not just beat me with your tail? Like, can you... Okay, mister. He's got a big butt. He's got a big kitty butt. Get out of the way. Okay, so you choose who you are, essentially, in the public eye. She's choosing to be the thick girl in the public eye. Okay? We all have our own insecurities. It's fine, right? But it's not fine when you're projecting them onto others. That's not fine. It's no bueno, okay? So I hope that she can really learn to love herself and that she can take a break because, y'all, she clearly needs one, and that's okay. Yeah, I don't know. And I don't understand why, like, Lil Nas X and these industry plants, they sit there and they poke the beast and they wonder, like, oh, why does this happen? Why does everybody react? Oh, because you're doing outrage media and you're trying to get people to react. Yeah, he's just owning the room right now, Mr. Kitty. No, Finn, literally. Are you serious right now? He heard me talking about the catnip, so he's like, I'll go get it. That's what he did. He literally ran over there to the catnip and pulled it out. No, you're done with catnip for like the next week, dude. That's just what it is, okay? Yeah, I care about this because people whom I love are overweight. Like, people whom I love are in the same position. So I care about this. I'm not a hater. I'm a lover. And I want people to take better care of themselves. I genuinely do. Because I want them to be around for as long as possible. And I mean that. 30 years ago, people actually did care about health and well-being. There was the day of play, as I spoke about. And what is the day of play? Is it some sort of scheme to get children not to watch TV? No. Finley, stop. It was to promote good health. That's what. Big may not be the brand, but it's clearly the identity. You choose who you are in the public eye, and that's what they've chosen, to be a victim. You don't have to be the victim, you guys. Please know that. In your hearts, okay? You don't have to. And also, maybe don't do the outrage media. You know, like, it's not always the answer. It's not always the right thing to get people to respond emotionally or react like this. It's actually quite maniacal, you know? Outrage media, it's like kind of messed up to like upset people on purpose, right? Like, isn't that what's that called? You know what? Let's not go there. By the way, hit the like if you haven't already. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, we just want Lizzo to live a fulfilled, healthy life where they can exist for as long as they so choose, but maybe they should consider some art therapy because they're projecting. And by the way, like, I don't even have to explain myself, right? But as I stated, there's people I care about who are, you know, in this position. My sister is a nurse. My brother is a fitness coach. And I went to school for art therapy. So yes, this type of topic is really going to be curious to me. And I don't think it's something that should be promoted. Just as I don't think, like, this new shirt that came out on many websites called S symbol, we shouldn't be promoting these things. Like, a woman doesn't have to be just seen as thick or tiny or S symbol. You could be elegant. You could be modest. You could be the gold standard, right? Like, that's a beautiful thing. People are so afraid of that. Oh well. It's just curious, isn't it? It is. And by the way, just so you guys know, a lot of this social media stuff, it really has caused people to be mentally and emotionally stunted. It just has. And it really does affect people. So make sure to take your breaks. Take time to go outside. Spend time with your family and loved ones. Don't take this internet stuff too seriously, because some of them, girl, some people on YouTube, they take it way too seriously. They make this their whole life and identity, just like that Lizzo making thickness their identity. It doesn't have to happen, okay? It doesn't have to be all of you, right? And you don't have to be arguing with strangers online. It's weird. It's just weird to me. But again, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just strange. Who knows? Okay. Yeah, I'm like, I thought I had more art next to me to show you. I'll show you this real quick. But again, thank you so much for those of you who are hanging out and chilling with me. And I know that I need to start streaming later in the day, because a lot of people work at this time and it's just not the best time slot to be like streaming. But I'm determined and I'm not giving up, and I will do what it takes to make sure that this community continues to grow, because we deserve it. We're worth it, and we're a bunch of baddies. Thank you again to those of you who did donate for the iPad fund. You didn't have to, like, you genuinely didn't, and it just means the world to me that people actually wanted to help. Like, people actually, I'm gonna get all worked up again, but just thank you. Like, know in my heart that, like, I don't ask for anything for a reason. Like, I'm not looking for handouts. I don't want anyone to ever feel that way, because it's obviously not the case. And I know that those of you who have been here long enough, you know how I am. I will literally scream and tell you, no, don't donate. Like the other day, I was like, literally it just falls out of my mouth. And I'm like, oh yeah, wait, no, I do need donations right now, right? So just thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm blessed. I'm humbled. I'm amazed. I was like taken aback. And yeah, I know that where there's a will, there's a way. And this community really showed up. You guys really, you did that. And that's amazing. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. I really wouldn't. It was like so sudden and out of nowhere. And I just got back from a trip, and I paid for a lot of things for a lot of people for a good minute, and it was at my own expense, and I know better not to do this. But I was told that I would get repaid in full, and it's like, sometimes those things just don't happen, okay? So I just so appreciate it. It was rough. It was just a really rough time too. So I don't know. I'm amazed all the time by our community. I'm amazed all the time by you guys. And I know that there's no reason to ever doubt it. Doubt you guys or myself, right? Don't doubt yourself either, okay? But thank you for coming to your very own deprogramming session. Please stay awake, stay aware, stay well. And thank you, members, so much. Like, I really couldn't do this without you guys. I mean, you are what helps enable me to do what I love. And that blows my mind. You guys know that if there was one member, or if there was 1,000 members, I would still be here creating, because whether you're a member, whether you're not, all of you, you matter. You matter. You really do. Okay? And I mean that. Believe it or not. It's just unfortunate that you have to be a really crappy person sometimes to get really large followings. And maybe if I was a crappier person, we would grow faster too. But I'm not willing to go to that level. I'm not willing to be that. Something that's not true to myself. Okay? I refuse. We're not going there. I'm not going to be like, oh, riding the algorithms just because. It's not for me. And that's okay. Okay. Other than that, let me know how you're doing. Finley's attacking my feet. And I bet he thinks that's real funny. And thank you again to those of you who have donated even just during the stream. It means a lot. Take care of yourselves, okay? And I know that a lot of you have been like worried about me and like worried about the rude things that someone had said recently. But just know that I got this, okay? Like I'm one tough cookie. I've come a long way from being a little delicate flower to a hero. So I got this. Please hit the like, do all this for me. And now I'm going to let you go about your day. Okay? See you soon. And you look swell today, by the way. Bye, guys.